Greetings, YouTube. As you can see, I am back home. I am in Oklahoma after traveling 8 hours today. Got up at 5 a.m. Israel was an amazing co-pilot as always, and so I'm thankful for that. And I'll be doing a live stream from Oklahoma for the first time in almost a week tonight. So this might seem like kind of a heavy video to do as I just got back home, but I think given the stakes of this month and also of my channel, I think it's appropriate. Today, we have an offer, like so many offers in the game, that deals with basic Catalyst bundles. It's not an amazing offer. It's not a terrible offer. It's just kind of a meh offer. For those that haven't seen it, $10 gets you 2,850 tier 6 basic, and it is a limit of 5. So if you were to buy all 5 of them, you would have 14,250 tier 6 basic Catalyst fragments. And so when you think about that in the context of a fully formed tier 6 basic, well, let's just say if you divide 57,000 by 57,000 by 2850, you would need to buy, a lot of these, right? I mean, it's basically saying we still don't expect you to get that many opportunities to form a tier 6 basic. We still expect it to be $200. It would take 20 of these offers, 20, to get a tier 6 basic. And of course, if you're thinking, well, it takes how many tier 6 basic to upgrade? Well, it takes 3, which means that would be $600 for tier 6 basic. If tier 3 alpha had the same math, of course, that would be another $600, so it would cost you over $1,000, really over $1,200, plus the difference in the conversion rate of the country that you're watching this in, plus applicable taxes. All right, well, there are hundreds of offers, it feels like you can say that, a year about that fit that category. No, the focus on this video is more of, I know what purpose my channel has, and it can be part of the problem. It can be part of the problem because in quite a few people's eyes, because I grade every offer, if the game isn't working properly, and make no mistake about it, as I ranted this morning regarding the energy bug, that yes, I know you can go to your inventory and use a workaround, but you shouldn't have to use a workaround for something that's so crucial to every player in this game. Kabam should just fix it. It shouldn't be such a hard fix. And I know the other perspective is, well, they just need to test their game more. We've been saying that for 7 years. It's just not the reality of the company that we're dealing with. We are very close to July 4th weekend sales, right? Just a couple weeks away. Really. Less than 3 weeks away. And I expect the July 4th offers to be amazing. I expect them to include everything from 6-star class-based Nexus crystals to tier 6 basic Catalyst fragments to tier 3 alpha, you name it. And some of you are going to have the blessing, like my man Eric Nelson, of buying probably the best Thronebreaker offers, and, God willing, you get one more rank 4 6-star, the best Wallet Breaker offers. The people who wait to save the most money by progressing, especially to the top progression during July 4th weekend sales, actually have a chance to grow their accounts more than people like myself who are already Paragon players. I want you to know I'm making this video because I take this seriously, and I am a bit annoyed that there are certain people out there that think if I rate something an F, I'll still buy it. That's just not the case. It's never been the case. If I rate something as a C, I might buy it. And sometimes I'll rant against something that I think should be better. Like, I'll buy a daily card that's a C plus when the previous month's is an A. We haven't seen a daily card come close to the value of February, and yet I've bought most of them since then. I haven't rated any of them an F, but I have said I wish you'd just bring back the Februaries. Now some people might watch that and say, look at Prof, he's giving an average grade to something that he's still going to buy. Well, there's a difference between giving something a C and buying it and giving something an F. In this case, I think for Tier 6 basic callus fragments, it's probably a C. It's retail price for what those of you at the top of the progression level would expect to pay for Tier 6 basic callus fragments. With that being said, other than the special out of nowhere buffed early access bundles this week, which now for $50 you guarantee yourself, if you're Cavalier and above, the 5-star featured champion, which we've never seen before. And of course, on top of that, getting the 5 featured Cavalier crystals and a combination of 2,500 6-star shards and the 3 30% greater champion boost. That's awesome. That's fun. That's exciting. But in the end, this game's still broken. And I made videos in the past month that said, I don't care if the compensation is the greatest thing we've ever seen. I don't expect it to be. But even if it is, that doesn't mean that we can just say, well, then the game can be broken. And who cares? Kabam gave us compensation. No. No, that's not good enough. That's not good enough for me. It's not good enough for you. It's not good enough for anybody. But I do want to say this. I don't just make videos to make videos. I make videos because I want there to be purposes behind them. I want the game to be fixed. I want this game to go on for another 6-7 years. And you can say, well, of course you do, because you've got a YouTube channel. And I'm not going to lie. If I stopped making YouTube videos right now, I would not only miss it, but I would feel like a part of my identity was gone. A big part of my social life, like a huge part of my social life would be gone. From hanging out with Mama Bear and Kate Candy to all the mods on the channel, to just looking forward to having a purpose outside of my very flexible teaching schedule, which is only about 6.5 to 7 months a year that I teach. Before YouTube, I was as depressed as somebody can be without a purpose. I was lonely, I was bored, and I was desperate for meaning outside of my job. YouTube has given me all of that in spades and allowed me a chance to take care of my family as well with your generous views and likes and comments, and yes, for those of you who give it financial contributions. I still am excited about the contest that I am co-running with KT1, who, big shout out to him, has taken the lead this week as I was on vacation and wasn't able to fulfill the responsibilities, even to make a video on it that I really wanted to and really should have done. It's weird to promote getting free July 4th offers and then say, like, July 4th, don't buy. Like, that'd be hypocritical. So I'm not going to do that. But what I am going to say is that I get the pushback of talking about bugs, but then also talking about purchases. I get it. There has to be this balance between being critical of Kabam when they're letting us down, but also wanting the game to survive. And I try to balance that as well as possible. I always say I think I'm doing the best job when both extremes, from the people who hate this game and want it to burn, and people who love Kabam so much that any criticism of them is unfair. Like, when both those sides are upset, I think I've probably got it about right. Either I'm too sympathetic toward Kabam or I'm too critical. But when those sides think that, I'm probably doing pretty good. But in general, I am part of the problem. Part of the problem of promoting things is that Kabam might see that as, oh, well, people are still purchasing and we don't need to fix it. But Kabam, again, as I said this morning, you owe the community compensation. It's long past due. The energy bug is a perfect example of you not putting the players first, not testing things, and not making it to where it gets fixed even if we discover it. Like if Kabam saw it in day one and said, our bad, and then fixed it, no harm, no foul, right? But that's not the problem. The problem is big harm, big foul, because it's been out now for, gosh, since Monday? So we're talking about 5 days. And on top of that, they still keep putting out offers. So no, I am not going to buy this. I don't blame you if you're tempted to buy it, because I do think it's an average Tier 6 basic callus fragment pack, and some of you might be very close to forming a fully formed. But in general, Kabam's got to fix the game. They've got to give out the compensation package, and they've got to make a renewed effort to be as transparent as they've been for me to be satisfied. Speaking of satisfied, let's make sure we don't get to 10 minutes and get quadruple ads or whatever YouTube's throwing over videos these days. Let's end this here. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.